My name is Ben Knowles from East Coast Yacht Sales, and I'm on board an absolutely gorgeous boat from Vicem Yachts, the Vicem 65 Classic. This boat is unbelievable in her performance, but has a spirit of tradition in the way they put these boats together with an absolutely gorgeous fit and finish. So please take a look at this video, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me using the information below this video. So as always, we're going to start our tour on the aft end of the boat. In the aft end here, we do have a hydraulic swim platform, which measures 11.5 feet in length and will hold up to 1,100 pound tender. In these bustles to starboard and here to port, you have convenient storage for extra cleaning gear or whatever you may want back here. As we go to starboard, you're going to see you have a 50 amp Glendenning shore power cord. And as we pop up to the aft cockpit, you're going to see how much attention Vicem spends towards the seating and entertainability of this aft cockpit. You can easily seat 10 people here, and you have this table that you can move about the cockpit, which also has a cover for when she's not in use. You also have a shore shade that pops out here to give extra sun protection to all your guests enjoying themselves in the aft cockpit. Also to starboard, you have a wet bar area with an electric cooktop, stainless sink with hot and cold water pressure, and a refrigerator. Next step is moving into the pilot house and salon area. And before we move in here and I go into the further descriptions, I just want you to take a moment and absorb the fit and finish and level of detail that Vicem goes through in the finish work of this boat. I love the accent lighting that they have underneath the seating areas and under the valances as well. It gives a really warm feeling to this mahogany woodwork and fine joinery. I love these beadboard headliners that they put up with the battens going across. And if you pay some attention to the level of fit and finish, you're going to see these raised panel door faces with high quality stainless steel hardware, and you'll see that all drawers are soft close, so their choice of hardware is of the best quality. And the finish work is done very elegantly, nice and simply. Look at these window frames and how nice and clean they do this. But going into a little bit more broader strokes, you have a L-shaped settee here, nicely upholstered with some drawers underneath. You have this beautiful coffee table with also upholstered benches that can slide out from underneath. This area is air conditioned with 2 air conditioning units. And this seat right here is a very comfortable seat. I tend to find myself sitting in it all the time. It's a beautiful place to sit and just relax and enjoy the view as our fog is rolling in here for the evening. And of course, as I'm sure you've already noticed, is you have a galley up arrangement, which I think is fantastic for the entertainability of this yacht. You have so much seating. This boat can accommodate so many people, and to have a nice and inviting galley entertaining area is, I think, a critical piece of the puzzle. You have 2 sub-zero units, a refrigerator and a freezer, and you have a tremendous amount of counter space, so you can have some extra help while preparing your meals, drinks, or what have you. But to help out afterwards, you have a dishwasher. Here is some storage with trash. You can get a sense as to how much cabinetry and storage you also have here. This is a 4-burner cooktop right here with a vent hood that pops up. And just look forward for a second and look at how much natural light is coming in. With these doors opened up here, the aft doors open up, you've got a wonderful breeze coming into this area. And continuing on, you have a microwave and again, tremendous amount of storage. Now looking at the helm area, what I love about this space is the fact that it really promotes the fact that you do not need a captain to run this boat. This boat really can be run by an owner-operator, and that's all thanks to the fact that you have a Volvo IPS joystick system right here. You have additional assist from your bow thruster, and you have direct access to the side decks from the helm, so you can easily look at exactly where you're at when docking the boat. So I absolutely love that feature on board. This chair here can easily slide forward and aft, and she's beautifully upholstered with this diamond stitching. Looking at the helm, this particular boat has dual Garmin screens, VHF radio here, trim tabs, all the necessary stuff to safely operate a boat of this size. Now let's go up to the bow real quick. There may be some wind in the speakers, but I just want to give you a sense as to the size of the side decks. There's nothing better feeling than teak underfoot on a boat like this. And we'll do a short view aft. The anchor locker on board is accessed through these hatches here, where they've separated the 250 feet of all-chain anchor road with additional storage space for fenders, dock lines, and anything else that you may require. Now let's go down below and take a look at the accommodations aboard this boat. All right, so now heading down below. This particular boat has 4 staterooms with 3 heads, and I'm gonna get you straight to the aft master. And this master is full beam, and as you can see, she is beautifully appointed. Just the woodwork on board is absolutely stunning. I love this hull port off to starboard, and then again off to port. Really gives you a wonderful sense of space. And just look at the details in the woodwork. You have about 6'8" headroom in this master, which is very impressive for a full beam master stateroom. There's a generous amount of hanging storage as well. And off forward, this is a very large, very large hanging locker. You have a Samsung TV with a sound bar underneath. Additional drawers underneath the berth. I love this vanity. You can sit out the vanity and just enjoy the views. Love that. And then off to port, you have your ensuite head. You do have a privacy door here for at night to help cut down on any noise, not to disturb your loved ones. But again, love the hull port. Off aft here, you have a full shower with the rain shower head and a wand. They even give you a window port. And then forward is your head. Tecma freshwater head, beautiful. As we walk forward to look at the other accommodations, I just want to point out this laundry space that you have. Stackable units, full washer dryer with additional drawers for cleaning supplies, storage, and all that. Great spot for that on board. We're going to take you all the way forward into the VIP guest stateroom. And I've got to say, this guest stateroom is so massive, I would have a hard time deciding on which I would want to call the master. You have a tremendous amount of closet space, full walk around, beautiful berth, and you have your own ensuite head, of course. But taking a quick look at the available storage. Love how these all illuminate as you open them. It's even nice to have a place to sit down as well. And you also have drawer storage underneath. I love these night tables with storage and a plug for charging your devices at night. But look at the headroom on this master. You have over 7 feet of headroom in this area. Then forward, you have a beautiful ensuite head. Glass enclosed stall shower. Tecma electric head. But this is gorgeous, gorgeous shower stall. As we walk aft to look at the other accommodations, I'll just pop open some of these lockers so you can get a sense, again, just how much storage is available. And look at these raised panel doors. The woodwork in here is perfect. The boat is absolutely immaculate. Dedicated air conditioning units on all staterooms. Off to starboard is your third guest stateroom with 2 single berths, but these berths can be combined to make one large berth with a filler piece. You'll have natural light from a fixed window port, couple opening window ports, and an overhead hatch. Even with your own TV. Drawer storage underneath. And in this stateroom, you have direct access to the guest head / day head. The day head has stall shower. I like the detail of the teak grating. Then finally, the fourth stateroom offers a single berth. Again, beautifully appointed. Look at just how rich the finish work is, the natural light available. It's a really nice stateroom for someone. Drawers underneath. Now let's go take a look at the engine space. From the salon, accessing the engine space, you have a hatch that comes up here with a ladder. And coming down into this engine space, it is extremely impressive. The amount of space, headroom, the quality of lighting, the fact that you can easily walk around these engines is amazing. This Vicem 65 is powered with twin Volvo IPS 1050s with Series 3 pods. These are the largest size pods you can get, and the smallest horsepower offered for the Series 3's pods, so the pods are not being exercised very much. And you have 1,180 gallons of fuel. You can see the sight gauge that they have here. This sight gauge is also connected to the NEMA 2000 network, which tells you your fuel level at the dash. And they even create a manhole in here. In the event that you get some bad fuel, you can easily clean out your tanks. These are Raycor fuel filters, sea strainers, 15 kW Kohler generator, fire suppression system, it is just immaculate down here. The surfaces are so easy to keep clean. It is really quite simple to keep this engine space looking as good as it does. And you can just see how easily you can walk around these engines. Any service guy is going to absolutely love this setup. Here's your water heater, and you have a continuous water heating system which helps circulate the hot water. So you have instant hot water from the tap. This is your water pump right there. That's a 24-volt water pump, so you don't have to be running the generator or anything if you choose to be on a mooring. Take a look quickly at how neatly they've run these water lines. Everything is easy to chase, well thought out. And you can see the attention to all the sound insulation and this metal material here keeping the sound insulation in, and really helps keep the look of a clean engine room up very well. Aft here, these are your hydraulics associated with your tender lift. That's your Glendenning shore power reel, Webasto air conditioning systems. Very quite simple engine room layout. This will conclude the walkthrough tour of this Vicem 65 Classic. If you have any questions for me, please do feel free to reach out to me using the information below this video.